The fig tree which you cursed has withered. I want you to catch that. Because I just said the first component of spiritual effective prayer, powerful prayer, is what? Historical component. History is always what happened back then. And so when Peter says, the fig tree which you cursed has withered, he is saying, I have seen the display of your power. All right, I have seen the display of your power. Here it is. The historical component is to remember. Everybody say remember. See, the problem with us before we ever pray is, I want you to first of all take into account the historical credibility of the God you serve. I want you, before you ever say, Father, in the name of Jesus, I come into your presence. Before you ever open up your mouth and get into prayer, I want you to stop back, sit down and take your, sit with your cute self, put on your thinking hat, and begin to remember all that God had ever did in the past. Because when you remember what he did then, you are confident and assured and motivated that if he did it then, he'll do it now. And if he'll do it now, he'll do it tomorrow. And if he'll do it tomorrow, he'll do it next week. And if he'll do it next week, he'll do it next month. And if he'll do it next month, he'll do it next year. The historical component is to remember. Write that down somewhere, please. Because you won't know what the historical component is. So if I'm going to be effective, if I'm going to be powerful in prayer, I need to take into consideration the historical component. What is the historical component? Remember. We need to remember. Peter said, my God, I feel such a glory. Wow. The fig tree you cursed has withered. Write this down, please. It's a lengthy one, but just write it down. But it's powerful. The historical foundation of an effective prayer life is to understand that God has put his power on display in the past, and you are aware of it. I'm going to say it again. For those of you who missed out, please be fast. Ready? I'm going to say it again. The historical foundation of an effective prayer life is to understand that God has put his power on display in the past, and you are aware of it.